you know, does the whole Black Lives Matter notion, affect Black people? Is it really to help us, or are they using that agenda to capitalize? You know what I'm saying?
Off trauma.
Their own, yeah, exactly. And I think it's true, man. It's almost like it's strategic, and I think people aren't giving Trump that enough credit. I feel like all of this stuff is planned. And if you look at, I'm not saying Corona was planned, but I am saying that they capitalize off of it, because if you look at the profit off of coronavirus, man, the millionaires, like they got hundreds of $1 million in free money, and they don't have to pay this shit back. And we got as an average American, probably a couple hundred, and we was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. And I don't think we calling that shit out that much. And not even just the Corona aspect of it. I feel like Black Lives Matter is not even ran by Black people. Like, we ain't the ones capitalizing off of this shit, man. It's almost like we going with the movement, and we're like, yes, this is good for us. No, this shit's not good for us.
Black Lives Matter is talking about some funny shit.
One is making us look weak as fuck.
Thank you.
Two, all of the money is not going to us. It's going to people that own organizations. What they're going to do is funnel all the money into, they're going to jump on this? All right, let's throw $100 million into these organizations run by white people, and then say that, we're going to make training for everybody to be educated on racism. Like, this is bullshit. Everybody's just like, yeah, let's do this or let's do that. Like, this shit is not ran by Blacks, bro.
And we said it before, man. They just made that shit trendy and capitalized off that shit because it wasn't nothing else going on. Like, that happened since COVID. It's like,
I think it's more like if you look at it from like two perspectives. On one hand, it's like, yes, Black Lives Matter, the movement. Yes, it has brought, I guess you could say, awareness in the Black community as to like where we technically are. And I think that as long as, if you bring awareness to something, if you don't, with for lack of awareness, you're essentially lost. And I think the fact that Black Lives Matter, the movement portion of it, I guess it does bring some sort of awareness to the African American community, I guess. But on the other side of
what kind of awareness though?
Huh?
Awareness of what? Awareness of what?
I think as generations, if you go back in generations, of course, the closer and closer you get to, you know what I'm saying, back in slavery and stuff, like the further you go back in time, the more and more you're actually like connected to it. But I feel as though, like, even like my kids, and like, they don't really know what racism is. And I feel as though like the Black Lives Matter movement essentially brings to light, I don't know, I guess it more so educates and sends an awareness. It's like, all right, as Black people, this is where we actually stand. We thought we was free, but we ain't really free. These motherfuckers don't really give a fuck about us.
Oh, it's just awareness. It's not helping us.
Right. But on the other side of it, it's like Black Lives Matter, the market. Like, it's so marketable to the point, because we know that Black lives do matter. To the market, we matter a hell of a lot, because we are the market. All that goddamn money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Black lives do matter. So that's why they put that shit on their websites. That's why they put the shit in the commercials, because they understand that the Black, I don't care, the Black vote, the Black money, the Black jobs, all that shit, we matter a hell of a lot, and they know that. And they capitalize on the shit every single time.
Whoever came up with that term is a marketing genius. Whoever came with that Black Lives Matter shit is a fucking marketing genius.
Do you think it's moving our culture forward, B?
Do
you think it's moving us forward as a people?
That's a tough one to say, man. Because I don't want to speak for everyone, but I don't know. It's tough. I'm the type of person, I can get over shit very easily. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna tell somebody that I have the same emotions as me. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell somebody to get over something when they're connected to it. But I do feel as though once we do all get to that point where we're able to, all right, let's grow. then that's when I feel as though we will do some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I agree.
That could take forever.
Right.
Yeah. I hate it because I'm impatient, man. I feel like it's a certain percentage that knew what was going on already, and that was on that conscious level. So now, like, more eager to do shit than ever. And then it was just like you said, the people that kind of like were past generations or even just not aware of what was going on in this reality, and now kind of are understanding what has come about as far as racism and all that. So that's why I said I don't know.
Yeah, I think in aspects it definitely has helped us though, and I'll focus on is like supporting Black businesses, like actually uplifting our circulating, or at least for this season, I'll say for this season, circulating Black businesses, circulating the dollar within the Black community for the most part. Because as of now, with everything going on, like yes, all these other companies and all these big name companies are also trying to market and capitalize off of it as well. But at the same time, it seems like we as a community have had more of a focus on actually supporting our own and actually spending our dollars within our own Black communities, at the Black restaurants, at the Black, fashion stores, at the Black, like local level or what have you, as opposed to like actually going outside of our community to spend money. And in that aspect, I will say it has helped us in my belief.
I could see that. I've been more like aware of as to like where, like, if I, if I'm in more, I feel as though I'm more inclined to, I don't know, to put more back into the community, support more Black businesses. So that to that aspect, yes, I have done so, but it's like, I don't know.
I hate to say it, but that's on us, bro. Like, I hate to say it, that we should have been doing that shit. Like, what? Mm-hmm. Why are we the last fucking culture and race to be like, oh, I need to keep fucking money within my race? Like, that's on us. Like, why do we need people getting killed to be like, all right, let me pass it through 6 businesses before it touch, somebody else? I think they said Asians pass their money and their patronage to 6 different businesses within the Asian community before he even touches outside of the community. So I'm like, bro, they were taught that shit. They know that helps them as a people. And I'm like, bro, like, why we
I want to know where's the Asian political voice? Like, where's the Asian, like the Asian representative of the Republican Party or the Asian representative of the Democratic Party? Because if this shit is so important, these niggas don't seem to be very involved in us. They live in our country. They don't even involve themselves in politics, and they thriving.
It was that one that was supposed to be running. I don't know his name. God damn. The Asian man. Was he gay?
And that's Pete Buttigieg.
Okay.
I'm talking about. There's like Asian people who are into politics. I'm talking about representatives of Asian communities in America who are into politics, who represent the Asian community. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Asian people who do politics. I'm talking about the people who speak for the wants and needs. Like, where are the Asian people that say, hey, Republican Party, we need you to do this for us. Hey, Democratic Party, we need you. Where are those Asian people at? Them niggas ain't even involving themselves, and them niggas thriving. So it lets you
because they got businesses.
Politics.
Because they got business.
Because them niggas is independent. No, it's because them niggas is independent. They're independent.
What happens?
They're independent because they have businesses.
So as long as you always looking for the government to do some shit for your ass, you will always be looking for these niggas to do something for your ass.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I'm saying, though, dog.
Or these
Asians be minding
niggas gonna be pandering.
Yeah, they mind their fucking business.
You're gonna get niggas carrying hot sauce in their fucking bags because you ain't independent. That's
look at just listen real quick. Real quick, though.
Know about them doesn't mean they don't exist. Like in DC, they have the mayors. They have so many different offices of like Asian American affairs, the Latin American affairs. Like they have so many different offices, and just because like we aren't in their communities to find out, like to see them on the front lines, to see them walking the streets with picket signs. I work downtown, like legit. There are fucking parades and shit that they have. That they have protests, they have parades, they have all types of good shit downtown that they are protesting.
Asian people.
Yes,
Asian people.
So
Yes.
you're right. You're right,
I
Al.
believe it.
You're right, Al. But I think what Marcus is saying is nobody like the presidency. The debate wasn't. And you didn't hear anything about Asians. You didn't hear anything about Asians.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
like,
about,
and
Paul.
that's,
I know
that's what he's
black
trying
and
to
white.
say.
they
Like,
participate in politics. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there's nobody on the mainstream level speaking to the mainstream representatives of the Democratic or Republican. Like nobody, like Paul said, nobody said, "Oh, what about the Asian community?" Them niggas was not a topic of conversation.
they already
Them
know how
niggas
to
are
take
not
care of their own.
The Asian community is good. The Asian
exactly. Them niggas are. That's
The
my
Asian
point.
community.
That's what I was talking
At the
about.
same time, the Asian community is also like, yes, right now, once again, like right now, the actual focus is on the Black Lives Matter portion, whereas though we have Black people talking, but at the same time, Asians are still a different type of race, and they were talking about race relations. So that is all encompasses of all races. That's not just Black people. Yes, Black people are on the are right now on the foreground of that conversation in which we're talking about white people, Black people, white racism, white supremacy and the white systematic oppression, systematic racism from white people. But at the same time, like race relations involves all races.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we on the same page. We just saying something different because that's I think we can all agree on that. I just think that what Marcus and what I'm saying is we ain't taking care of our own. We still need, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like we just learning how to keep it within our our own, companies and within our own race. So it's like that's
the thing with that. It got to be real.
Say it again.
It got to be real though, because we've done this before. Remember during the civil rights movements in the '60s, and then all the Afro.
That's the thing.
Like this ain't the first pro-Black movement. This shit is and it was a direct result of the same shit. They were showing us getting hosed down, attacked by dogs.
Yeah.
They started coming together, all this Black love shit, because all that pro-Black shit didn't exist in the 20s, in the 30s, in the 40s. And that shit started in the 60s and 70s.
And that's why
result of seeing Black people being all that brutalization, all that other shit. And then boom, here we go again, same exact cycle. And then you got niggas doing the same shit, marching, and then through the marching, then what you get, then you niggas and dashikis, and you guys the same shit all over again. But it got to be real. It can't be no like temporary shit like it, like we've done before. Like that whole blackout shit. It was like, all right, did that for a day. You know what I'm saying? No, that has to be a fucking part of our culture. That has to be a way of living. It can't be shit, they shot us. Let's go shop. Let's go support each other. Like, nah, we can't wait for that shit. That gotta be
so I went on the Black Lives Matter website, and to donate, you got to donate through Act Blue. And Act Blue gives 99% of these donations to the Biden for President effort. And as of May 21st, they have donated over $119 million. So how are we going to keep it in the community if we fucking dishing it out?
See?
Damn, I know, 119 million? Damn.
That was in May. That was 4 or 5 months ago. So.
This shit is not going to us. It's going to their effort and their agenda.
That's what I mean. And that's 20 million a month.
It's going to the agenda.
Come
on, man.
Oh yeah, hey, Randall, see if you can find that statement on the internet. So when we post this, we have everybody so they can see that new Black Lives Matter shit. That was one of their goals. I'm sure it's still on the internet somewhere. Y'all know what the nuclear family is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man, woman, and child. Okay.
Calm that down.
We, especially us being part of the Black community, we know the importance of man, woman, and child. Yeah, so it's like if we being part of the Black community know the importance of a father in the house, why would we want to support something that would want to destroy the nuclear family when we know that's one of our biggest issues already? Like, how could you want to support something that wouldn't even want you in the house as the father?
Yeah. I already told you, man, the program is demasculizing men and shit.
That sounds like an attack on Black people. If you ask me, that sounds like an attack on Black people.
Yeah, man. You heard my rant. Demasculizing the man, all that shit. They don't want us around.
Marcus, can you clarify real quick? Just because.
And I would say at this point, it's not even just an attack on Black people. It's just an attack on poor people. You know what I'm saying? People who don't have the means. You know what I'm saying?
So, Marcus, can you clarify real quick? Because I think you said man, woman, and child. And I heard you, but I think I might have missed something because you said
I said man with a nuclear family, a man, a mother, father in a household with their child. Man, woman, child, nuclear family.
man, woman, child. And then, so how did you get the taking the fathers out of the equation?
Because that's what the nuclear family is. It said, all right, but for real, I don't even want to talk about it, Randall. Just post the statement that they said so you can better understand it from them.
I got you. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages that collectively care for one another, especially our children, to the degree that mothers, parents, not men, mothers, parents, and children are comfortable. What the fuck does that mean? Mothers, parents, and children. Why not use mothers, fathers?
What does that sound like to you, Alex?
Same-sex couples.
Without
Not that shit. It sounds like they don't want the black man, the black father, to be in the fucking in the home or whatever.
You think that's
so? If that's how you're gonna get, if that's how you will get your financial assistance anyway, as you want to put it, yeah, you gotta keep the black father out of the home and shit, and yeah, you can get your shit.
All right, so what do you think
Simple
about it, Alex? Maybe you got a different perspective from it.
Honestly, this is my first time hearing about it, and without any context, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that just sounded, that sounds wrong, but at the same time, I might be mistaken, and once again, I don't want to comment because I don't have any type of facts or anything. But wasn't welfare started with like the Black Panthers actually giving out to the mothers, like not the mothers and the families, as opposed to the actual like the households with the man in the house. So I mean, once again, I don't want to comment because I don't know.
You're right though. That's black welfare before white people got involved in that shit. And I don't want to be
Always
racist,
been involved.
but you're right though.